Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Blondest Podcast. I'm Savanna, your host.
I'm Tyler, your actual host.
You're the host?
Yeah.
I'll be the co-host. Take the lead. What's going on?
Today we are talking about the new era for my business that is coming in. We've had a lot of changes.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of changes coming up, and some exciting, some sad, but let's get into it.
I love it. Wow, you sound just like me. Yeah, a lot of good changes, a lot of sad changes. But, that's life. Life is about changes. And if you don't change, you die. Right?
Sure.
I feel like your spirit dies if you don't change because you are just stagnant and you just boring. Tomato, tomato, tomato.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
To grow, you must change and adapt.
Absolutely.
And that's how you conquer the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Preach, sister.
Slay. So a new era. What is the new era? Let's see. So I'm very sad because we have two girls that are no longer going to be a part of SBA, but both are obviously on good terms. It's all good things. It's just sad because I love them both very much. But one of my front desk girls, she is moving to Montana because her husband got a job. So the whole spiel with that is she moved here. They're from Louisiana. She moved here for the job and her family's here. So she was born here, but they were doing long distance. And her husband for the past 4 to 5 months has been trying to get a job in Dallas. But then he got a job that was triple the amount of what he was making in Montana. So it's you can't say no to that. So
she absolutely does not want to move to Montana.
Yeah, it's really sad. She's very sad to leave. And I'm so sad because she's been such a big part of the business. And she hasn't been with us for a long time. But in the time she's been here, she's really impacted my team and my clients and me. And she's just a good person. And I think, in business, it's really hard to find genuine people. She's just kind-hearted. In the past, when I've had people in her position, if they make a mistake, they're just oh, yeah, whatever. But she's take it out of my paycheck. And I'm I'm not doing that. Yeah. It's just, obviously I'd never do that. But just hearing that as a boss, it just makes you realize that they care and that they understand, the extent of mistakes do cost a business, know? But she's just, in general, just a very good human being. And, I've had people that are good workers, but maybe not the best humans. And she's both.
Because Savanna's big on, it's such a small business. And we've talked about this before, but it's such a small business that she really likes for the energy to, match what she needs. Because she's surrounded by these people all day. It's not like she can hide out and, be in her office all day. She's out and about talking to them, making sure orders are good, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And so she's had people who are great at their jobs, but their energy is so off-putting. And she has to be surrounded by people all day already who most of your clients have really great energy.
Yeah,
but it's just
when you're
it
dealing
can
with
influence
skin,
you. Yeah. I mean, it's just, she has brought a great energy to the front of your business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something now that Savannah's looking to hire replacements.
Mm-hmm.
It's you
hard.
really have to hope that you can find someone like that, because SBA, what people know it for is they walk in and they feel like they're a VIP and they get the friendliest welcome.
Mm-hmm.
People treat them so well.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people these days don't carry that energy.
No, it's so weird. No one has good customer. I don't know if COVID ruined everyone or what, but customer service is just such a big aspect. You want to feel welcomed and invited. And I don't care if you literally just found out your entire family just died. Well, I do. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? The worst thing could happen. You could literally have ran over 10 dogs on your way to work, and you have to go in and be happy and smile and leave it at the door. And I feel now a lot of people, or what I've been seeing, is just they let outside things affect them at work. And I'm compassionate, don't get me wrong. I get it. If you had a bad day, you had a bad day. But it's when you're at the front, I've had people in the past, you can't show it. You know, the patient shouldn't know that you got in a fight with your boyfriend that morning, or that your mom pissed you off on a phone call last night. You have to leave it at the door and come into work, because that energy affects others. And they are the first face that is seen, and they are that first impression.
Yeah.
So they, I always say, they're the cheerleaders up front. When your, star player just, broke his leg on the field, they're still shaking their pom-poms. Everything's happy, everything's good. They have to be that voice. And so, yeah.
No, you've had working interviews before where like I've had more friendly interaction at like a Care Now because like I've seen one girl before like be like, oh, hi, when they walk in the door, and then they're like, you can sit down.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that's not what we're doing in here. That is not how it works here.
And you can't really train that. I feel like you can train people to ship, you can train people to email correctly, but you can't train people to have a good personality.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, too, the other thing is, like, you can tell when someone's faking it. And that's, like, I hate that more than anything. I'd rather them just be, like, a rude bitch up front than, like, the fake, like, hi, how are you?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want genuine interactions. Like, I want you to actually give a shit about my clients. I want you to actually, like, want to know more about them, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's the worst thing. Like, it's, like, those people that you, like, I know you don't like me, but you're being nice to me because you have to be.
Yeah.
And, like, that makes me feel worse than someone that's just, like, I'm really could care two shits about you. I'm like, well, you know, at least you're honest, you know?
Exactly.
So I think that's the hard thing, too, is not finding someone that can fake like they give a shit, but someone that genuinely shits unicorns and rainbows. Like, I want someone that, like, is on, you know, 300 milligrams of serotonin every day.
Okay.
You know?
Not me.
I know.
Actually, no. I was good.
Yeah, you're good at being happy and genuine about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you have another one.
Yep. And then Mrs. Zoe, we've had her on the podcast. She's going to be working. Her mom just opened, like, a mattress company. And she got, like, a really big offer to work for her family and help them grow that business. And so I am really sad because she was supposed to be my esthetician and now she's going to work for her parents. But I'm really happy for her. I think it's, you know, the best thing for her because obviously her parents can pay her a pretty penny and, you know, she's working with the family. It's hard when you have a family business and you can't really be like, no.
Yeah, no, for
you know,
sure.
when your parents are like, we have a business, we need your help.
Yeah, and Zoe is really good at her job, so
it's hard to fill those shoes. But I found a girl and she's great and I really like her. So Zoe's not leaving right away. She's going to be with us till the end of the month. But we'll still be friends with her and see her. It's no like bad blood. Like none of these situations are bad blood, but they're still sad because I really like value them in the business and it's out of my control, you know, because I can't, you know, find her husband a job here in Dallas for Landon. And then with Zoe, like, I can't tell her, you know, don't go work for your parents' business, you know?
And it's funny. It's
sad too, because it's not even skincare and that's what she wants to do. It's like completely different, but it's corporate. So she might hate it and want to come back.
Yeah, you never know what comes down the road. But I think Savanna in life has very, very good luck, I would say. She works really hard, but I think also like you must have been like Gandhi in the past life or something because things, I mean, you pick up things quick. You have really good luck. Don't get me wrong. She works hard. But I think there needs to be a little balance because it's always like when something like this happens, like say Landon's going to leave, it's like, let's throw in like Zoe's parents give her an offer. And also you have another employee that's going to go out on maternity leave at the
like
exact
she could
same
give
day.
birth at any point. And that's I think what's stressing me out too is like if it was just like Landon and Zoe, I'd be like, oh, it's fine. But then my other friend Tess girl is like could give birth like as we are doing this podcast. Like she's literally. Like due, like she could have a baby at any moment. And so that's the thing that's hard is like she'll be back, but
she will be back. But for
like 6 to 8 weeks, you know,
she's gonna be out on maternity leave, so all her front desk staff
is gone, and we don't have like a new person up there that's like barely been trained. So y'all just pray for Sav. Because I've done and that's the thing. It's like I found this out last Tuesday that Landon was leaving, and then Zoe was like, "Ooh, this is a good time for me to tell you that I actually got an offer from my parents, and I'm going to be leaving on the same day that Landon's leaving." And I'm like, Alex is literally about to give birth at any moment, so everything just kind of shit hit the fan, and I had to like hire for 2 positions all within like 1 week, and then it sucks too because then, you know, when someone leaves your business, they give you a 2 weeks, but then when you hire someone, they have to give their business 2 weeks, and then they start at the same time that person that could have trained them left. Yeah. And so then you're just stuck, you know, with no one to train them. And so it's just like, I feel like they should change that law that you should, well, actually then it wouldn't work because if you gave your job 4 weeks, then like everyone would have to give their job 4 weeks and then it would line up on the same day, you know? I just don't know how to, that's like, just like, I think the hardest thing is about the 2 week thing. I think it's because you're a
small business because like most places, like where I work, there's 40 other people that could train you that they could bring in from across. You know what I'm saying? Like but with your business, like you got one person doing that job in Zoe's case, and then you have 2 people doing the job.
And one's gone, one's about to give birth and could give birth.
So it's like you don't have the
luxury of having someone to train them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just me and Maria. Me and my personal assistant. But again, like I'm glad it's like not like bad things happening. I mean, it's bad, but it's not like bad.
It's bad. It's bad for you, but
it's not like bad energy. It's not like everyone's like sad, like we're all crying about it.
Yeah.
So it's just really sad. But anyway, it's been a really hard week for Sav.
It has indeed, but
business is hard, and honestly, hiring, firing, employee retention, like all of that is like just the hardest thing. And it's hard to like, I feel like for the med spa business, because some people don't see themselves there forever, you know?
Yeah.
It's not everyone's like end game. And, you know, a lot of the interviews I've done, they're like, oh, this would be a great stepping stone. I'm like, don't say that. I'm like, thank you for saying that to my face so I don't hire you. But like, you know, I think that's like my biggest thing. It's like, oh, this just seems like a really good stepping stone for my career. Or like, I just feel like this would be a really good, like, just, you know, good for me to like learn for the future or whatever. And like, it's just hard. It's hard to find people that want to grow with your business and want to be with you. And it just doesn't make sense to me because I have PTO benefits.
You pay better.
Really, I mean, God, I've had some of these interviews seeing that people are paying like $15 an hour. I'm like, how are they living off of $15 an hour? Like, we pay really well at my business, and I will pay for people that, you know, work with me and are good at their job. Like, I'm not cheap at all. And I have snacks and a good work environment, and I'm nice. But I know that's not why either of them are leaving. It's nothing to do with me. It has to do with like, you know,
their life. Yeah.
Them and their life. And it's hard. Like, you know, like I said, when you have a husband that's moving to a different state, you have to go with them. And when your family's starting a business and is asking you, I mean, you have your loyalty to your family. So it just sucks. And it just sucks that it's all at once. But I'm kind of glad it is all at once too, because then I can just like put it in the past and like just start fresh. But that's the SBA new era. And some other exciting stuff has happened.
Yeah, so that's the bad. Let's get on to the good.
Yeah, so I got a new laser and a new skincare line all within this time period. I would have held off on this if I knew that I was going to be like doing 30 interviews. You guys, I just want you to know, last week I was doing 12 clients a day, 4 interviews in the morning from 8 to 10, 30-minute interviews, and 3 at night.
Yeah.
So I was doing about 7 to 8 interviews a day on top of 12 clients. And my mental capacity of talking to people, I wanted to die.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, doing all those interviews, I had working interviews every single day. So then I had like a random person in my business like all day, and it just like changes the vibe. I'm telling you, like one rando in the business like will change the vibe for the entire day, because it's just like,
well, because you guys are like a
energy.
You're like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. So
at
then
this
when you have
point,
someone
and then
come
you have
like,
then it's like, whoa,
scary. But
you got a laser.
Should we tell them?
Yeah, by the time this comes out, you'll have posted about it and stuff.
Okay. So, drum roll. I got the Aerolase Era. Yay!
I'm so happy about it.
It is a 2940 ablative laser, and it is literally the best laser I've ever seen in my life. It can do so many different things. Fine lines, aging, pigment. I mean, you guys, it's like CO2 without the downtime of CO2. It's revolutionary. And you can even pair it with the Aerolase Neo Elite, which is the one I already have that's non-ablative. And you can do like a stacked combo treatment together. And it's just amazing. We did Tyler, and it literally removed every sunspot he had from Italy.
No, I was shocked. First of all, though, I want somebody to go find in the podcast from months or maybe even a year plus ago where Savanna was like, I'm not a laser girly. I hate lasers. That's how much Aerolase has changed her opinion. It
has. It's just such good technology.
But I was honestly kind of scared because, first of all, Aerolase came to do some sort of promotional video with Savanna. A commercial.
Yeah.
And so Savanna always gets me like this. This is
You always get me, bitch.
No.
You're the reason I bought the Airlays.
Oh, yes.
And you're also the reason I got the Era because I was looking at other devices.
Yeah, I cost you money, that's for sure. But I'm saying you get me in terms of, she's like, yeah, we're filming a commercial. Do you want to be a model? It's for the one she already has, the Neo Elite. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. I have an event on Saturday to go to, but, the Neo Elite has no downtime. So I walk in that day, and turns out I'm not a part of the commercial. And really, I'm just a test dummy for them to do the Era on.
Okay, but I wasn't lying and manipulating you at first. I was going to have you, but then we had Zoe to use because she actually got her acne clear from the Era.
Yeah.
Or from the Neo Elite. And they were like, oh, we don't need 2 people. Because the communication was really bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Not from Era. It was just, there's so many different people involved.
Yeah.
And so I thought I needed 2 people. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll have Tyler just in case. I just want to come prepared with my models. And then you were just there.
That's fair. And I
didn't ever know they were going to do that. Because I didn't know they were bringing it. And then they brought it. And I was like, well, I'll just do Tyler.
Yeah. So they had brought the Era for Savanna to see it. And so they did the treatment on me. And I fell in love. I really did. It was like getting a phenol peel with the downtime of an acne peel.
Yeah.
I did not peel in sheets.
People don't know what that means though when you say an acne peel.
Okay. A 6%
TCA peel.
Not even.
Well, that's what the acne peel is.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's one of the ingredients, 6% TCA.
Very light flaking. That's what I'll say. I wish you guys could have seen my skin after Italy. I guess I didn't reapply enough, or I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm telling you guys, my pigment had never been that bad in my entire life. You guys know, I work in the middle of the night. I don't go out in the sun ever. So when I went to Italy, I was reflecting light. I was so white. And my whole forehead, my upper cheeks, everywhere was just full of freckles. My skin had turned. I was horrified. And I thought I was going to have to wait till the fall or winter, peel season time to have Savanna do a deep peel on me to get rid of it. Or I was going to have to do, what is it called? The Cosmo-On. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to wait for that one because that one has some downtime. You swell up, it takes a minute, and I didn't want to go to work with that. So I was going to take some vacation to do that. So when they said they were going to do the Era on me, I was like, okay, that's fine. I had an event. It was what it was. I was a little flaky there. My skin didn't look that great, but it was okay. But it literally made my pigment disappear. And I was like, Savanna, I'm so sorry. Because she usually does listen to me.
Do I?
When I tell you I love something, and if you should get it. Because, it's a lot of money for a laser.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe people are used to it because they carry, most med spas carry lasers, right? Or no? Some?
Most. Yeah, I would say most.
So maybe it's a normal investment to make. But Savanna, for the longest time, wasn't about lasers. So I look at her cost in a different way, I guess, because for you, these are the biggest investments you've had to make in your business. So yeah. I'm usually on the fence with telling her to buy something that's over $100,000. Yeah. I'm it really has to be worth it. But it is. I don't want to say I like it more than the Neo Elite, but I think for my skin, I do like it more.
Yeah, because you have big pores.
I have big pores. I pigment really easy, and it's something that gives me the results.
Skin.
I do have really thick skin, but it's something that gives me the results of a deep peel without having to do a deep peel. And I don't think that my, indications are, I think my indications are more aligned with the Era than it is with the Neo Elite. I don't have rosacea acne. I don't have these things that really, I don't have blood vessels or stuff that need to be. So I'm really excited for it. And I think it really is expanding Savanna's
range of clients too.
Yeah, her range of clients, because it's also great for anti-aging.
Yeah.
Like, you guys need to look up on their website the before and afters, because I didn't know anything about it before they did the treatment on me. And so, like, as I'm, post procedure, I'm like looking at their website, like looking at what the hell the era is, because I had no idea. And I was like, Savanna, have you seen these before and afters? Like, it's actually insane.
Yeah, they're so good. And it's honestly such a good device because it is a 2490. I'm sorry, a 2940. I always want to say it wrong because we grew up on 2499.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
This road. And so every time I hear
like 2940 sounds wrong.
It sounds wrong because I'm like, no, it's 2499.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's 2940. So it's an ablative laser. And so it's going to be so good for resurfacing, just building that collagen and elastin, helping with fine lines and wrinkles, and just deep set wrinkles in the skin. So it's going to be really great for that older clientele and then also for pigmentation. So I'm super excited. And they made me a pink one, which is custom. So they made me a custom pink laser. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
And I wish I got my Aerolase pink, but I wasn't an ambassador, like a VIP at that point. So they didn't offer it to me, but I did. I got my own custom pink laser. So I'm super excited to just start rolling it out. And it's scary because it is a higher price point. I've never had a procedure. Well, the Cosmon's $1,500, but these, get up there, especially when you're adding like the neck and the chest. And so it is a little scary, to bring that on. But what I'm wanting when I really started my business, I was very heavily focusing on acne, and most of, anyone at any age can get acne. But for me, my most common clientele was people my age and younger, and some maybe 30s and stuff. And then, actually when I became a mother and I think just matured a little bit on my social media and just the way I presented myself and just my demeanor in life, I started to pull in some older clientele. And that's where, I was like, okay, I know I can treat them, but do I really have the best tools? Like, my skincare is great, for aging skin, but like, other than microneedling and peels, like what else do I have for them? And the Aerolase Neo Elite is great for aging too. It's really good for tightening. It's great for fine lines and wrinkles, but this is just going to be more of an instant result after one treatment. With the Aerolase, you really need to do a lot for that, or use it with the Era, or use it with microneedling, or use it with a peel, or use it with the BioRepeel or something. So this is really just going to take those results, I think, to the next level for them. And I'm really excited to just be able to cater to my older clientele a little bit more. And that's really what I was looking for, because I looked at the Morpheus, I looked at the Virtue RF microneedling, I looked a lot at RF microneedling, but I know it's all the hype in the industry, guys, but I'm just not impressed with it. I'm really not. And there's just so many risks and contraindications, and it's just, there's a lot of user error with it too. And that's something that's like, once you hit go, it's out of your control. And so the way those needles are going into the skin, or the frequency, I've just seen higher Fitzpatrick's get really beat up and burnt. And I'm not trying to scare anyone. I really think, honestly, and I've always said this, it's not the laser, it's the person using it. So I just think there's a lot more risk with the Morpheus. There's a lot that I don't know.
And I've looked at the results, and I don't think they're as good as the Era. That's what it came down to, because Savanna was really considering bringing on Morpheus. And so that's what, when she asked me, you said, do you think I should get this or the Morpheus?
Yeah,
and
I did a demo. I went through the whole thing, got paperwork sent.
And I went on both their websites, because that's really what it comes down to. Is Savanna doesn't care about having name brands. Savanna doesn't.
Like, the Aerolase, literally no one knew what the Aerolase was when I brought it on, and now it's blowing up everywhere.
Yeah, like Savanna doesn't feed into the hype.
No one knew what the Aerolase was. I was like, I will make it a name, because I know, I'm a leader in the industry, and people buy what I buy and trust what I like. And I could have gone the Avi Clear, which I don't think is a good device. There's so many things I could have got for free.
Yeah,
some like big name companies were trying to just shove lasers down my throat for free, and I didn't take them because I don't think they gave as good results as the Neo Elite, and I paid full price for it because I believe in the technology. And so, I do not give two shits about flashy, like, oh, we're like the number one and everyone wants it and blah, 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 blah. Like, cool.
Yeah.
I don't think you're good. You can be great at marketing all day, but if your product doesn't perform the way it should or impress me, I'm not going to bring it on.
Yeah, because I mean that's the results and ethical driven aesthetics. Ethical and results. Which direction?
That's so backwards. Ethical and results driven aesthetics.
Okay, so I said it backwards.
Yeah.
But ethical and results. So if you're like, if you're just all marketing, you know, smoke and mirrors behind the fucking curtain, then it doesn't matter. Because when I looked at the before and afters for RF microneedling, like Morpheus, is that what that is?
Yeah, but there were so many devices I was looking at. It wasn't just the Morpheus. I was looking at so many different RF microneedling devices, and like, they're okay. I think they're good for like tightening for sure, but I think there's a lot of risk with it too. It's painful as fuck.
But the thing is the Era is amazing for tightening as well. When I was seeing sagging skin in their before and afters, it literally almost looked like they got a facelift. Like I was like, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it that for me is, you know, you've always heard that lasers are uncomfortable when it's being performed. Mm-hmm. Like it gets really hot in the skin. But I felt absolutely no pain with the Era.
You know what I'm so sad about? I was just thinking about chicken nuggets and it's Sunday. So we can't get Chick-fil-A.
We can get Cane's. It's not the same, but it's just as good.
Chicken. What combo are you picking? I'm sorry for cutting you off. I was just literally like looking at you and you're brown right now. Your hair is like brown like a chicken nugget and you just reminded me of like a little nug. And I just
Thank you. Anyway. Yeah, it was not I will be honest. It did heat up a little bit after, but during the procedure, absolutely zero pain. My face got hot after. And I made a little mistake.
Today, right?
No.
You said yes.
I said no earlier.
I heard yes.
Anyway.
We'll do Maria.
So my skin did get a little hot afterwards. I made a mistake that I thought would help. While Savanna wasn't in the room, I went and took the CBD mist from Glymed and sprayed it on my face. And I was like, Savanna, my face is so hot. And she was like, why the fuck would you spray that?
No, I was like, what did you do? And he's like, I sprayed CBD mist. I was like, you dumbass idiot.
Yeah. So
because it has some fragrance in there and essential oils. Like it's gonna burn. Like you should have done the hyacinth spray or like something not with fragrance.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We live and learn.
That was a mistake of my own. But yeah, it was a little spicy after. I had to use a neck fan. But during, it was so comfortable because I was scared because again I went in there thinking I was going to be doing the Neo Elite and then they're like, we're going to use an ablative laser on you, and I was like, I've never had that done before, so I was really scared because when you go on YouTube and you look up like CO2 lasers and shit like that, it's like they can
this is my Big Daddy laser. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm like you know, like the Airlays I felt like was like, you know, smoking weed, and then this is like full on like heroin. Like I'm like deep into the laser game now.
Yeah, so
you know, it's like a gateway drug. Like I feel like the Airlays was like a gateway drug. It was like 1064. Like, you know, you really can't hurt anyone with it. Like pretty easy to use, really user friendly, can treat literally anything. Like it was just such a safe device. Mm-hmm. But now I got the big guns, and like now it's like, you know, you could maybe die.
Yeah, no,
not die, but you know what I mean? It's like with weed, it's like, oh, you might have a panic attack, but like you're not gonna die. But then when you do heroin, like you might die, and that's like or hurt somebody.
I feel you, and that's like what an ablative
not comparing like drug use to like lasers, but like that's how my head works. I feel like definitely the Airlays Neo Elite was like my gateway drug into the big lasers. You know?
Yeah, and I'm so excited to just, you know, when I'm feeling a little bit of pigment, I'm just gonna go down. Hey Savanna, can you laser me?
Bestie. And I like too, the other thing that made this decision for me is there's not any disposables, so slay.
Yeah. Do other lasers have disposables?
Like the Morpheus, any kind of RF eats tips. I mean, they eat your cost.
Oh yeah, they do.
They're fucking expensive.
That's the thing about Skin Pen. It's like they...
Yeah, those hose used to be like $40 a pop. Now they're like $85. I need to raise my prices for microneedling. I had no idea.
You don't order that shit.
No, and then like recently, this girl that I'm friends with was like, "Can I buy some?" And I'm always stocked because like my biggest fear in life is running out of stuff, and I think it's like triggered trauma from like working at this med spa where I had this client because I didn't order anything when I worked there. I was just like their esthetician, so it was like my manager's job. And I told her like 2 weeks before, I was like, "You need to order more halos." When I was doing the halo laser, I was like, "You need to order some more tips for the halo." She's like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Did you order them?" She's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Cool." And then I wasn't in like the 2 days before, and I knew I had some left. But I was like, the new ones probably came. Anyways, long story. This lady drove from Oklahoma to come see me. I get in the room. I have her numbed. I numbed her for 30 minutes. I go to get the tip. None.
No tip.
And so I couldn't even treat her. And she flipped fucking shit on me, yelled at me, called me a dumb little girl, yelled at me, made me feel so small. And she's like, I drove all the way here. You made me numb. Now my face is numb and I'm not even getting a treatment. And I was just like, and it was my manager's fault. And so now I will never let that happen again.
Yeah, no, like anytime like a product sells out from Glymed or from, Skin Better, like sunscreen or whatever, like the second it's back in stock, Savannah's like, order 300.
Yeah.
Like CBD mist, all that stuff.
I
Like
have that shit on deck because anticipate your customers' needs always.
Yeah.
And
so anyways, back to your story.
Okay, so I don't order any of my things. And we had, some staff changes. So like I think everyone just assumed I knew. And then this girl wanted to buy some tips from me. And I was like, sure, like I have like 17 boxes in my attic. You can have some, that's fine. And so she bought some, and I was like, let me check how much these are. And I was like, they're $85.
You're like, I told her she could buy them for $50. I
also had no idea. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know the price changed, but clearly it did. So yeah, I think everyone's charging like $4.50 for microneedling, but I just don't want to up my price, but I need to.
Yeah, well, everyone's upping their price right now.
I know, because then like I was like looking, I'm like, I'm on the low end now. Like I've like, like back in the day when like the low end was like $250, and then like some people were like doing $300, and then like the elite med spas were doing like $350.
Yeah. Now
it's like the low spas are doing $400, the medium spas are doing like $450, and then like the elite med spas are doing like $500. It's just weird. I've never gone through like inflation change like that drastic. Yeah. From like 400 used to be like the high end, and now it's like nothing.
But when your cost doubles, I mean,
yeah,
it's not horrible to up your price like $100.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But yeah, it's good that it has no.
I know, my mom's like, can you microneedle me? I'm like, if you want to give me $85
yeah, no,
for the supplies. But it's not even that. Then you have like all the pin. It's just, anyways.
I'm glad I don't like microneedling.
Oh my god, did I tell you I got a microneedling device for me at home? Because I used to have the Exceed pin, and like I never traded it in, and it's just been sitting there forever and ever, collecting dust and must and rust.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I never treat myself because I always have that fear of like, first of all, I'm not staying at the fucking spa longer.
No.
Like if it's 4:00, like I'm blasting out of there because I will have a baby now.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, I used to do stuff on myself all the time because I had time, and like Lance was like studying all night for his CPA, and like I didn't have friends, and I would just hang out there and be like, I'll numb myself, watch my snails do some cool tricks in their fish tank and just hang out.
Yeah.
And then I would do my stuff. And so then when I had a kid and a baby, and my house is further away because I used to live at my parents' house, which was like 15 minutes from the spa. Now I live like 40 minutes away, 35, 40. Depends on how fast I drive.
You finish at the time where if you wait even 30 minutes,
you're in traffic for an hour.
Yeah. So like she has to leave when she finishes.
Yeah. Like if I like try to leave at 4:30, like I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Like I will be home at 6.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm not even being dramatic. Like I'm dead ass. It is so bad.
Yeah.
But anyways.
So you got one at home?
Well, I traded mine in.
And you got another skin
Exceed.
pen.
I traded the Exceed in to get another skin pen so I can have one at home.
I love that.
Because then I can do it whenever I want to do it.
Yeah, because Savannah just did microneedling on herself, and it was the
first time in over a year.
Yeah, it's been a minute. She's been doing bio repeals and stuff, but that's not the same.
Mm-mm.
Savannah used to love microneedling herself. She had that shit on a schedule.
Yeah, I did.
You did not go more than like
babies ruin your life. You have a kid and you never have time for yourself.
Yeah.
It's like you have to pick, and I want to be with him when I just feel, and that you feel that mom guilt. It's like when you get home, like you want to be with them. And then also too, I feel like I've been having so many like speaking engagements and things that I like, really don't have time for downtime,
Yeah. And it's like you also like need to numb. But then Cyrus, you can't be around Cyrus if you have lidocaine on your face, because he will touch it and like put it in his mouth and put it in his eye and shove it up his nose. And, like Cyrus loves just grabbing your face.
Yeah.
Or your neck. Sometimes he just wants to choke you out. But
I have like a massive scratch on my nose from him. But anyways, my skin will heal soon, guys. I just went deep.
Yeah, she did.
I went hard in the paint. But then what else did we do? My new skincare line, which I think we should talk about in the next podcast, because it's already at 33 minutes and we got to tease them a little bit.
Okay. You're not your skincare line.
No.
Skincare line.
I don't have a skincare line.
Oh, you said my new skincare line.
Well, it is like my new skincare line.
But you know what I mean? That sounds like you'd be announcing a skincare line.
Yeah.
a skincare line that Savanna is bringing on.
Yeah, my skincare line.
Her skincare line. She actually bought the company.
Yeah.
But we're not going to say the name of it. You'll just have to wait till next week.
Yeah. They probably already know if you follow my Instagram.
Yeah, that's
true. But we're going to be talking all about Plated next episode.
Plated. Oh, yeah. Okay. Forgot. That was the one you were talking about.
Exosomes.
I haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet.
Regenerative health.
When this comes out, Savannah will probably have had it for a month.
Yeah.
But you've only had it right now for a week?
About a week ago.
Well, you've had the products for longer than a week, but
yeah.
You started officially carrying it like within past week.
Yeah. Slay. All day. Every day. Slay.
So I don't know anything about it. I'll be learning on the next podcast with y'all.
Oh, so you don't listen to my stories. You know what? First of all, let's talk about how fake this bitch is. I watched him. I caught him the other day. He's in my office, in my place of business, and I hear, "Hey guys, get ready." And he swipes through. I'm like, if anyone should be watching my videos, it's you, because it helps me on the algorithm of TikTok.
I know.
And your best friend is trying to get at least 100K followers on TikTok. And he's just like, "Hey guys, get ready." Swiped so quick. Like, I was
honestly trying to do it so that she wouldn't hear. I don't even think
was that my video? On your For You page, and you swiped away. You know that hurts. Every time you do that, you push me further down the algorithm, you fake fucking bitch.
I know, but like okay, my defense was I normally watch her TikToks that she posts on TikTok that I haven't already seen, but that video I had seen that morning on her Instagram. I'm sorry, I'm not watching it twice.
Your excuses, don't care.
And I was just looking for some lighthearted TikTok content. Like I just wanted to laugh. I just wanted to.
I'm funny.
Yeah, but I know your skincare routine forward, backwards, bitch, upside down.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the volume off. Okay, turn the volume off, and at least let it play its little duration.
But some of these videos are like 4.5 minutes long.
I'm sorry, that sucks. I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that you're fake. That's so mean.
That's how you know I'm your best friend.
That's so mean.
There's no way Lance doesn't skip through it.
He doesn't, because he's supportive.
There's no way. I could promise you he's lying directly to your face.
No, because he comments on it, and he's like, "Oh, I really like that when you said that." He does.
I do too. Don't lie right now for the people. Don't lie. I do
when
tell
have you said that?
I do tell you when I like your videos.
Okay. If I say, "Tyler, did you like my video?" and you're like, "Yes."
Yeah, and because like there's sometimes...
It's not unprompted. It's not just like, "Wow, Savanna, your video today was just so good. I love it." But the reason you don't know anything about Plated is because this is you. Tap, 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 tap.
I do that with all my stories.
Fake.
I don't watch a single person's story.
Well, maybe you'd know about the skincare line that we're talking about next week if you read my stories.
But is it not better for me to like learn on the podcast?
Whatever.
I do it for the content. Whatever. That's what I'll go with.
He's fake. It's okay.
So, applications for her new jobs have closed, but soon an application for a new best friend will be opening. So, make sure you get your resumes ready.
Yeah, I want someone to recite my entire TikTok to me. Like
I can recite what you... that's the thing is I know it so well.
Let's hear it. How do I go?
Hi, guys. Come get ready with me for today.
I would never say that. I would never say for today.
Yeah, for a long day of clients.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. And then you'd be like, first, I'm going in with the cleansing gel from Skin Better. This is an amazing product for all skin types. It's great for sensitive skin. And then I'm going in with my... what is it? Double cleanse. Double
spray slay?
No, double cleanse with the oxygen wash.
I wouldn't get ready with a double cleanse because that's only for nighttime. If I was going to see a long day of clients, I'd cleanse once.
With the oxygen wash?
Depends what I was feeling that day. But I don't double cleanse in the morning.
I know your skincare
routine. He doesn't. Fake.
Okay.
It's all right. You can buy yourself canes today.
Don't tell me that I'm fake. I bought you 2 drinks this morning.
Okay, that's fair.
$20 on coffee later.
All right. Well, you know what, Tyler? You got me there.
Okay. Anyways, love you guys.
We love you guys.
She loves you more than me.
Please watch my videos if they come on your For You page. If you don't even want to hear my voice, just like turn the volume all the way down, but it helps me in the algorithm.
Sometimes like when I'm like showering, I will leave your video on. Yeah, you should just
play my videos on loop to make up for it.
I do. Okay. Sometimes I really do.
Really?
Yeah. Or like if I'm peeing and I set my phone down and you came up, I'll let it play. Or while I'm washing my face.
Slay.
I do. Because you've told me to do that in the past, so I do that.
I want you to play me on loop while you sleep.
Yeah, I don't do that. But
Get that view count up.
but I'm not fake.
Yeah. Ish. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Love you guys. Thanks for listening.